People who know me well know that I love DIY. That's why last year for Christmas I asked for this new electric drill. It's something that I enjoy playing with on my days off. Over the years I've learnt a little bit about DIY. I've got some knowledge and skills, but there is one thing that I haven't mastered, and that is the art of putting up shelves. To be fair, I can put shelves up, and in fact they will stay on the wall, but I can never get them straight, even if I use a spirit level. And I've had to accept that as much as I love DIY, I still have a lot more to learn. At Trinity, we have 9 different characteristics that describe the kind of people that we want to be. And one of those characteristics is being open-minded. And for me, being open-minded means recognising that we don't know it all, that we still have more to learn. This Sunday at church in our online service, we're going to be thinking about the character of Peter, and we're doing that because it's St. Peter's Day. We'll be thinking about Peter being the leader of the disciples and the leader of the early church. But the funny thing about Peter is that he was also someone who made a lot of mistakes because he had a lot to learn, but he didn't always recognise that. Jesus frequently told his followers that he would have to die, but Peter refused to accept that. He was convinced that saviours don't die, so his mind was closed to that possibility. And Peter had a lot to learn about faith and about God and the way in which God works. But it's not just the arena of faith where we need to be open and willing to learn. It's important when it comes to something like scientific discovery. For example, in the 15th century or Middle Ages, people believed that the Earth was at the centre of the known universe and that the Sun orbited around the Earth. We were right at the heart of everything. But then along came Copernicus, a Polish mathematician and astronomer who published a theory in which he argued that the Sun was at the centre of the universe and that the Earth orbits around the Sun. It was a new way of thinking, and it challenged people's perceptions, and it was actually one of the triggers of the scientific revolution. And those steps forward in thinking wouldn't happen unless there were people who were open-minded, open to the possibility that maybe they have something to learn, maybe there is something new to discover because we don't yet know it all. So being open-minded matters when it comes to faith and God, and it also matters when it comes to science. But I want to argue that it matters when it comes to one another as well. Because it's really easy to assume that we know about other people, that we know who they are and what they're like and what their lives are like. But I know that over the last few weeks, since the murder of George Floyd, I have learnt a lot more about the lives and the experiences and the challenges that are being faced by Black people in our community and in my church. And in this month of Pride, I am learning about the experiences of people who are lesbian, gay, bi or trans. I don't know it all. I still have more to learn. I have more to learn when it comes to putting up shelves. I have more to learn about God. Even though I'm a vicar, there is still so much that I have to discover. I have so much more to learn about science. Now we don't just talk about the universe, but the multiverse. And I have more to learn about other people. For me, it is really important that we are open. Open to God, open to science and what science teaches us about the world, but open to one another as well. Because the knowledge that we have shapes the way that we behave and live, and it shapes the way that our world works. So it's really important that we are well informed and that we are open to others. Have a good week.